Welcome friends. How's everyone doing today? Hope everyone's having a great day. We're going to be doing a little maintenance on the 562 today. Going to show everyone something that's very important that I personally have been overlooking in the past. A lot of people, when they shut their saws off, before they go ahead and pull this, hit this switch, they pull the recoil a little bit out, and then they hit the switch. That way it doesn't put extra pressure on the starter pawls. I have a new I guess starter pawl rope, whatever you want to call it. This is genuine Husqvarna part, and the part number is going to be 505-1561, or no, 81. I'm sorry. So that's 505-1581. This is a genuine Husqvarna part. Always put the genuine stuff in. Don't put that cheap plastic knockoff crap in from China. It's not the same. So we're going to go ahead and open this up real quick, and I'm going to show you guys more or less what happened because of not letting that starter rope pull out a little bit and hold it before you shut the saw off, because the high compression more or less puts extra strain on the paws, the starter paws, when you go to release it. So we'll take this cover off real quick. We got one more screw. Alright, get the cover off. And now check out the damage. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the one is missing plastic. This one here. And it's really bent. This one's straight up and down, but this one is not how it's supposed to be. So we're going to go ahead and change this out today. And it's just a starter recoil replacement. Pretty simple. I'm going to show you guys how I do that now. Alright, so this pretty much just functions like this. You have captive nuts that are nice that don't fall out. And this just functions like this. So we're going to go ahead and replace this. So all we need is Torx and a pair of scissors. I think we'll be good. See the scissors right here. So what we're going to go ahead and do first is take the tension off the spring. Now you want to keep pressure on this down so that spring in the behind there in the back doesn't unwind and pop everywhere. So I'm going to take the same Torx that I used on the screws for the clipper. Take the center bolt out. I'll put that aside. Now, actually, I'm going to do this in a different order. So I'm going to put this screw back in just a little bit, and then I'm going to pull the starter rope out and cut it. Because I just don't want that spring to come out by accident. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to pull out in the string. We're going to push up. Let's get some in your hand. Wrap it around. Push it up through. Now I just recently redid this. You can kind of see it's pretty fresh. But, you know, what are you going to do? I'm just going to cut the knot off. Hopefully these scissors will be able to do it. And it's always important to burn the ends of these. That way they don't fray out like that. We're going to hit that with a lighter real quick and see the difference. Just got a little mini gas butane torch here. Just going to do the end of this. And then I'm going to stamp it flat. There we go, no more fray. A little bit of heat, good to go. So now we're going to let this through here. Let this release. Starter handle. Keeping your finger wrapped around here to holding tension on this. Just have it around my finger, just like that. We're going to take a finger here, hold this, release here, let this slowly come through, and then we're very slowly gonna let this unwind. All right, so all the tension's off the spring now. There's no more tension on it. So now we're gonna go ahead and remove that top Torx like we loosened earlier. All right, so now this is gonna pull straight out. So this is the old one. You can see how crooked that is. Now this is the new one for comparison. You see the side's all bent, broken. It's missing the plastic on the inside of it too, how it's supposed to have plastic here. It's very, very damaged. So we're just gonna go ahead and switch these out. And it's interesting, neither one of the back of the pegs went through. It just broke the plastic casing around it and bent the pin. But it still functions, it still works. So now we're just gonna go ahead and unstring this, just unwind it. There's really not much string on here. I'm probably gonna replace this again when I get more actual string. So to save the most amount of string, we're gonna pretty much just redo this in the same order. So we're gonna line this up how this looks, where the rope comes through at the top. We're gonna pull all the way through. Now, this might give me some issues because it's kind of big. Yeah, this is probably going to give me some issues. So we're going to show you guys a simple little trick to get starter string through recoils that I like to use. I've been doing this for a while, and I found out this pretty much is my favorite personal method. So what I take is just a paper twist tie with a metal core, and you're just going to go ahead and burn off the paper on it real quick. All right, that should be good. Now we got a bare piece of wire. Now we're gonna run this under cold water, quench it. And now I'm gonna take my scissors and cut where it's just bare. Now you got a little piece of metal like that. You're gonna take your string and the piece of metal and you're gonna wrap it around twice. And then you're gonna go back to your center and you're gonna twist. Now you have a nice rigid piece that's able to get through there and curve, so that you can manipulate the end into a hook if you need to get it in there. We're just gonna feed the piece of metal through there, make it around the bend, and then we're gonna pull it out in the center. Gonna need some needle nose pliers for this. Be right back. Now you got your needle nose. You're just gonna look where the string comes out here, or the piece of wire, mind you, and latch onto it. And just give it a good pull. Once you got the wire, and the string should follow, but kind of messed it up a little bit. I didn't tie the string at the very bottom. I need to have this towards the edge. You want the metal tie at the end, not like farther up, otherwise it's not gonna be able to get through there. So just pretty much put it through. so it can get started. Then you have a nice little thing to hook onto and pull. And you just pull it in there. And I might have to cut the end off of this and see if I can do something else, because there's too much, it's too thick. Ideally, you want to just grab new starter cord if you can do that, but you know, don't have that with me at the moment. This is not going in easy for me. I might just have to do it the other way around and feed it the other way through. I think that's going to be the way to do it. I'm also going to try unwrapping this and wrap less. We'll just do 2 wraps instead of as many as I had. It might pull off, but I might just pull it right through. Hopefully it'll pull it right through. All right, so just trying to get this through there. All right, let's try it backwards then. Let's do this piece through the handle. But I'm gonna have to cut this nub off because the light, when I burnt this, the kind of the plastic piled up at the end. All right, let's try it again with a bare tip. So. All right, so grab the wire again. Actually, going to try a different wrapping technique this time. All right. There, now this looks promising. Oh, look how easy that went. See? So lesson learned, don't try to fix the end before you put it through. Just leave it, cut, and then just put it right there. It went right through with the wire. I'll move you guys a little bit. Sorry, it's hard to see. The tripod's in storage at the moment. I just got done moving, and I got to figure out what box it's in. I have no idea where it is. So as soon as I get that going, we'll have a better camera angle and everything else. So I'm just undoing the wire from the string. I'm gonna pull this string all the way through, just like the old one was. Not at the end. It's gonna catch right here. It's gonna turn it so it's down. That way it's tucked in that little valley nice. That way nothing's sticking out. So now we're gonna just wrap this in the groove. And then we're going to just put it back, same orientation in here. Let's see here. So one of these ways it's got to just click in there. I don't remember what way exactly came out. Well, once it lines up, it should just fall into place. There we go. Okay, so we got it. So now we're going to, and we're back. So I got this all pushed back in here, got the spring wound to the appropriate tightness. Just have to put my center bolt back in and then put the handle on and tie the final knot. So I'm just gonna hold the center carriage thing down, the starter wheel. Go ahead and put this Torx back in. push this rope through the ringlet eye. Now that we have our string, put our handle back in. Just push it straight up right through, pull it out the top. I'm gonna do what I did before. Now that I got that bolt in, I'm just gonna wrap this around my finger once. Now I have slack right here and I can work. So now I'm gonna tie a knot on the end of this, in the very end, and then push it in there. But before I do that, I'm gonna seal the end of this real quick. So just gonna burn this, that way it doesn't fray out. Looks good. I like to pull it out with my fingers, that glue. You can see the kind of the glue that's left, and we're just gonna cut that part off. There. I just gotta do one knot, and then this completes the project. We're done. I make my knot right at the end of the rope to get the most out of the starter. So do just a horseshoe, or pretzel knot right at the end. And then what I like to do is take my needle nose pliers and pull the pigtail tight. Kind of set the knot. There. Just put this back in the handle. Just do the finger wrap method again. And I will just fold this over and push it back down in there like this. Good. Now release your finger and let go. And that's how you change the starter pulls on a 562 or pretty much 5 series saw. There's the new one installed. There's the old one again for reference. See how much of the plastic is missing on the inside of that tooth? Or inside of that pawl, I'm sorry. That's the plastic where it's supposed to be. And that's after not letting the recoil string go and holding it while you shut the saw off. I will be doing that every single time now in the future. They don't make anything upgraded for these, unfortunately. This is just kind of something that happens if you don't, go through the extra steps. So we're gonna get the saw back buttoned up here, and might even go outside and fire it up for you guys. What do you think? One thing, if you have a full wrap handle, if you didn't know, your saw will pretty much have a nice little kickstand that you don't have to do much to. It's really nice. Now I got that back on there, we're just gonna put the cover back on. Sometimes you gotta give your handle a little pull to get the pawls lined up. We're gonna turn this down, so that's a little much. All right, good to go. All right, that completes the starter recoil replacement for the 562, 550 XP, and similar to the 572 and 592. I imagine they couldn't be much different. Everyone, stay safe, have fun. I think we're gonna go outside real quick and pop it off for you guys. That way you guys can hear it fire. So we'll go ahead and set this up outside real quick, and we'll give her a toot skis, eh? I got my phone stuck in a cardboard box right now, so we'll see how well this works. Sound's gonna be a little off because I'm using a makeshift tripod. Let me get the saw. right, it is brisk out here. I'm out here in my slippers and no t-shirt. This is what the yard looks like. All right, let's give her some juice. She's been sitting for a while. See how many pulls she likes to start today and see if you can get her in under 3 again. There we go, popped off on 3. What you want to do when you shut these off from now on. Pull this out a little bit and then hit the stop switch. So hold this out. I can feel this pull back in. That's going to save the part that I just replaced from getting broken again. Hope everyone had a good time watching this video. Hope you guys learned something. If anyone has any questions, throw them down in the comments. You know what it is. Boost Addicts here, over and out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Everyone have a blessed day.